Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos...
Oh, what has happened here? And Batistuta! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So that goal then?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Azar. Played out wide. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Neymar. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. And he cuts out the supply. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That is good alertness. Nicely aimed pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Madrid looking to pass their way through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this...
Del Piero, big chance! They've done it! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden.
Can he finish? And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Madrid take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Del Piero. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Neymar. That looks a good ball through. And that's a good ball. And he's cut it out. And he's there to belt it away. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Substitution.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove
A
productive?
header! Really well taken goal. The second half off to a spectacular start. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And now he has two. Portugal get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
De Bruyne tries to play it through. Nice interception, well timed. There will be a throw-in. And this is Del Piero.
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
De Bruyne! In he goes again. And that has been clubbed away. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Neymar. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Bellingham. Bellingham tries. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Substitution in progress.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, that's well spotted. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Olmo. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And this is Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Makalele cuts out the pass.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And the referee brings it to a close. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome
all
to
the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion.
Against Milan.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
Alessandro Costa Curta, doesn't have what you call a classic.
Decent chance! Goal, Milan! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more to...
And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Van Basten is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Van Basten.
Van Basten really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, easy pickings there. Hazard. Oh, nice touch. Roberto Baggio! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Played into space out wide. And he shoots! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Son Heung-min. And he cuts out the supply. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. And this is Roberto Baggio. Oh, well played. And he's there to get it away. Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
Messi! And he nearly went all the way.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Van Basten. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Messi. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Son Heung-min. Odo. Tries to pass it through. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they
2
have every
added
right to be.
minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Roberto Baggio.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And now,
Some first-half
please turn
thoughts?
towards the
Portugal
screen
will
for a
be pretty
special
happy with the way
presentation
they've
featuring
performed
our
so
guest
far.
performers
They
today.
remain calm after going
Substitution in
behind,
progress.
and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. He's on it, can he get away? Portugal needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Pedri. Bellingham. And it's Del Piero. Now it's Hazard. He's got away. Del Piero. And Del Piero! Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Portugal take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Baggio. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. Van Basten. A true great in every sense of the word. And here's Baggio. Closing. Roberto Baggio! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's a decent clearance. Milan are looking to go forward now. Looking for the run. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pedri. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's been cut out. Well played. Gerrard does really well there. He is strong. And this is Del Piero. And Del Piero!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Stood up well to him there. Very much into the last knockings. And that is a little undercooked. Gerrard. Del Piero. Del Piero!
Del Piero really had a clever trick to shake off his
There will
opponent
be
then,
1
but
minute
he's
added
left shaking
time.
his own head in disappointment.
And the referee brings it to a close. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game.
Mbappe! And he's done it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So, a breakthrough already. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, shooting chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
They get a throw in. And it's Subimendi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he spark a counter here? Cristiano Ronaldo. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
What a throw in. Ah, good steal, he just read it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Van Dijk with the foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. And the shot! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Now look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Portugal with the corner, they're first.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Odo touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Gerrard, played out towards the right wing. Played into space out wide. He's got away. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Shot, surely! And he hits the net! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Portugal get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Rijkaard. Subimendi. Now Eder Militao. Subimendi. And it's Rijkaard. Knocks it into space. This is Del Piero. And this is Del Piero. There's the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's there! They are right back in business!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but... And the first half is done. Portugal are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a two-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And we are already promptly back underway. Now this could be... Oh, he's having a shot! Dani Olmo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He's shifting through the gears. And a chance! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well,
tries a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Header! He's missed, but not by that far. And he plays one through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Climbs up big! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Nicely weighted ball. Son Heung-min. Oh, it's played into the area. Chance! They've done it! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pass is just off target. Gerrard. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Subimendi. Looking for the run. He's in a good position here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, that's a fine interception. That's good running with the ball. Dani Olmo aimed beyond the defence. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 21.
So, third quarter of the game.
Ronaldo. Number 22. Dani Olmo. Number 7. Gerrard. Number 8.
Tomori attempts a clearance.
Coming on the field. Number 17. Baggio.
done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Number 20, Francesco Totti, substitution.
And it's Otto. Totti, and the flag has stayed down. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Kane. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's a sharp pass. Looking to play him in. Shot a goal! And that was very necessary. So that's it. It is all over. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Well, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite in the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility...
Mbappe! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Big chance! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
doubt very much that this was in the script. We're not going to make any further progress now.
Now it's Del Piero.
Now it's Roberto Baggio.
And Del Piero! He scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Messi!
Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score.
Haaland.
Cafu. Quality ball. That looks a good ball through.
Shot a goal! And another try!
Messi.
A player who needs no introduction. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side.
Now it's Roberto Baggio.
Shoots! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And a chance!
Rijkaard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
Cafu.
Now it's Haaland.
Threads one in. Now it's De Bruyne.
And it's played into the middle.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
2 added minutes have been
Odo,
indicated.
defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Portugal very much in control here, 3 up and cruising.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Beckenbauer, and it's Rijkaard.
Oh, good spread.
He slings it in, tries to get it clear. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the shot! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one.
Tries a shot! He scores! They're back within reach!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival, and he's picked it up out wide.
De Bruyne.
Looking for a runner. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pass somewhat off target, and it's been played through.
And the finish! It's a goal! Right back in the game!
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have...
Great chance!
That is decidedly lacking.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Knocks it into space.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
So, third corner of the game. And that should get the job done.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's found the...
Can he finish? He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Number 18.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Coming on the field, number 21.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Number 6.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner...
And the referee brings it to a close.
Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and efficiency.
Chance for a shot! It's there! And that's got him off to a flyer!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry and great confidence.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
I doubt...
Del Piero! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
And Batistuta!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. It's their second corner of the game. Dani Olmo getting this one clear. Hoisted in. Oh, what a... Oh, it's gone in!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, well measured. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's a throw. And it's Lampard. In with the challenge. Nicely weighted ball. Lampard. And here's Dani Olmo. They've got to be quick to recover this.
Horace!
It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
He gets big. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Pass somewhat off target.
Oh, great feat, that.
Del Piero. Figo. Looking for the run. Will play through for the wide man.
Shot a goal!
And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. And it's Maldini. Pinches it off him. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a little off target. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Batistuta. He's found a way through. That's the keeper's ball.
Batistuta really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released.
Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And the referee brings the first half to a close.
High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football.
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And the game has already resumed here.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep...
Shoots! And it's a goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to...
Oh, what has happened here?
Del Piero.
Being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And here's Dani Olmo. Knocks it into space. Messi.
Not the most accurate pass. Cannavaro.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Tries to play it through.
Oh, no joy this time.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 22, Dani Olmo. Coming on to replace him is number 17, Baggio.
So, third corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Quadrado.
Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
And the counter is on. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Del Piero. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Yeah, Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a good ball.
Oh, nice touch.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Roberto Baggio.
Rodri.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's gone for goal. Time added on 4 minutes. And that is that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Del Piero, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most...